You're watching Newsday TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ken Bufa. A decades-old murder case was solved with modern DNA technology. Suffolk District Attorney Ray Tierney announced Stephen Breike was responsible for the 1997 murder of 69-year-old Ann Lustig. She was reported missing from Kings Park Psychiatric Center. Her grandson thanked authorities for staying on the case.
And the knowledge that the monster that took her last breath from her that stole her precious smile and ended the life of our loved one is no longer walking among us.
The DA also says Breike raped an 82-year-old woman in 1996. That woman was also a patient at the psychiatric center. And police say they've arrested the person who killed a 15-year-old boy at a house party. Newsday is withholding the name of the 17-year-old suspect from Syosset because of his age. He's been charged with stabbing 15-year-old Liam Delemo in West Babylon last week. About 100 teenagers were at the house party when a fight broke out. And police are investigating a homicide in Stony Brook. 52-year-old Christopher Millwater of Selden was found in front of 21 Shore Road just before 4 a.m. That's right near the Yacht Club. Police would only say Millwater was the victim of violence. And detectives want anyone with information about the killing to call Suffolk Crime Stoppers at 1-800-220-TIPS. You can see flames burning through a Smithtown Mavis tire store at the corner of Maple Avenue and Route 111. The fire caused the roof to collapse. Authorities say the flames began late last night in the store's auto body shop. Luckily, no one was hurt. And Brian Daboll is out, according to a Newsday source. Now, this follows the Giants' latest loss against the Bears. Their record is now 2-8. The source says offensive coordinator Mike Kafka will fill in for the rest of the season. All right, let's take a look at tomorrow's weather. It was a pretty decent day today, a little on the chilly side though, and as you can see for tomorrow, we're going to have lots of wind and those temps will stay chilly. We're in the 40s tomorrow with the lows in the 20s. Of course, we'll have that 7-day forecast for you later in the broadcast. The longest U.S. government shutdown may be coming to a close. That's after some Democrats sided with Senate Republicans to work out a deal. Newsday federal government reporter Billy House explains what's next.
The key hanging point in the shutdown stalemate has been renewing those Obamacare health subsidies. This was not part of that package, and that's angered many Democrats. What was promised was a vote on that by Republicans to Democrats later in December. That's angering a lot of Democrats, but right now in the Senate, there's enough votes to make this thing pass. Now, there will be some procedural delays through Wednesday before it goes to the House, and then the House will take it up. So by the end of the week, possibly government will be reopened if President Trump then signs what both chambers pass.
New York State Attorney General and several of her colleagues are making a new legal effort to protect SNAP benefits. As Newsday TV's Doug Gee reports, many Long Islanders who depend on the program are worried about the future.
I was homeless once in the past, and I struggled my way out of that. And then I met my lovely wife, and between the two of us, we were doing well. And then just a series of consequences brought us to a place where now we have to rely on pantries sometimes.
John and Annie Snyder of Farmingdale are regular visitors to the Long Island Cares Food Bank in Lindenhurst. They're among the millions of Americans whose situations worsened when their SNAP benefits were halted.
Just an astounding amount of people coming in day out.
These refrigerator units are normally full, but for pantries these days, demand is far greater than supply.
It's definitely been overwhelming, but I mean, it's that's what we're here for, and it's been a pleasure to serve all of our clients.
It's the same story in communities all across Long Island. Pantries, houses of worship, nonprofits, all seeing a dramatic increase in the number of people seeking help.
We have got to figure out how do we budget, because we too have been impacted. We lost $78,000 in a food fund. That was through FEMA. So we too are struggling. And what you see behind us is only literally about 2 weeks worth of food.
At the same time, State Attorney General Letitia James and attorneys general from several other states announced that they won a temporary restraining order challenging the government's attempt to withhold SNAP funding.
It should shock the conscience of everyone in our country that the federal government would willfully and indeed aggressively fight to keep food off of our tables.
Only one?
For SNAP recipients, including Robert Nesbitt, the uncertainty over the program's funding is extremely stressful.
I'm not relying on a handout. I'm a proud man, but I will take food. I gotta eat. I need to survive. I'm human.
In Wyandanch for Newsday TV, I'm Doug Geed.
Now, to read more about this story, click Get More on the Newsday TV video box. The president commuted his sentence for drug smuggling and money laundering, but now Jonathan Braun is heading back to prison for more than 2 years. Newsday Courts reporter Janin Fisher has more.
Braun had been released from prison in 2021 after Trump's clemency order, but he had continued to violate the law and been charged in Nassau County with such crimes as groping his live-in nanny, menacing an emergency room nurse, grabbing a man in a local synagogue who had shushed him during a service, and driving his Lamborghini and his Ferrari through the Atlantic Beach toll plaza without any license plates and without paying any tolls. The defense attorney said that Braun's dependency or his use of a synthetic hallucination called 2CB was the catalyst behind his erratic behavior. He will be spending most of the next 2 years in federal prison in a drug treatment program, and the judge ordered drug treatment after he is released.
The votes are in. I'm Elisa DiStefano, about to award the winner of Newsday's Mangia Mayhem.
The heat was on, with over 400 restaurants nominated and 34,000 votes cast. But only one Italian restaurant on Long Island could cook up glory and taste victory.
I am proud to present to all of you, you are the winners of Newsday's Mangia Mayhem.
Papa Del's and Bethpage has been serving slices here since 1986. The passion for pizza has been passed down through the generations. On any given day, it's a full family affair.
They love coming in here to see us all working together as a family.
They love how we brought our kids up, and kids came into the business, and our kids love coming to work.
And it was the kids who took to TikTok to get votes.
We post it all the time on social media.
It meant a lot to my grandfather who passed away. He was the heart and soul of the store. He always wanted to be the best pizzeria, and we fight for him, and my nonna too.
The pizza counter is packed with everything from traditional to specialty slices, pinwheels, and paninis.
This is our burrata crust, so the crust has burrata inside of it, and then we put pepperoni and stracciatella on top.
I had to take a taste, a little mangia for myself.
You have my vote.
My father always said it's easy to get a customer, but it's even harder to keep the customer in.
How many years have you been coming here?
Oh, God. Way over 20 years, way over. Plus the food is good, it's consistent, I like it.
They're very conducive to everybody's likes, and they know us, and it's like family every time you come here, and the food is delicious.
What do you think your parents would say about you winning an award for all
Forget
this
about
work?
it. My parents are definitely looking down.
Papa Del's, follow the flavor.
All right, let's take a look at that 7-day forecast. I was still staring at that pizza. As you can see, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we are dry. We have a bit of a rain chance on Sunday, but temps are low. They're in the 50s. Tomorrow's going to be the coldest day of the week.
Long Island weather is brought to you by PTRC. Out East with Doug Geed is brought to you by EastEndGetaway.com. End up here.
Throughout much of Long Island, Route 25 is called Jericho Turnpike. On the North Fork, it's Main Road. It hits all the downtowns from Riverhead to Orient. And for the past 75 years, anyone driving along this stretch of 25 in Aquabog has passed the modern snack bar. I'm Doug Geed, out east for Newsday TV.
What makes the snack bar unique is that we don't change.
People in the restaurant business will tell you that if you don't change with the times, you probably won't last long. But Modern Snack Bar is the exception. Well, actually, some things have changed. Full dinners are no longer under $2 as they were in 1957. And this is their newest addition, the front dining room. That was added in 1970.
I was able to work with my parents every single day.
85-year-old Otto Whitmire and his younger brother John work every day at the restaurant that their aunt and parents started back in 1950.
The #1 sell in the house is roast turkey, if you can believe that. And the soft shell crabs have been a trademark of ours because anytime they're available fresh, we get them.
They're also known for two other things that are extremely popular as takeout items around Thanksgiving: their lemon meringue pie and their mashed turnips.
Between Labor Day and Thanksgiving, we go through like 6 tons of turnips.
One thing they don't go through a lot of is employees. Quite a few have been here for decades. Rosetta Bulak started working here as a student 41 years ago. Do you know, like for many people, as soon as they walk in the door, like, okay, she's the pot pie, he's the roast turkey, that sort of thing?
Oh yeah. They have their favorite people or their favorite table, which makes it nice and makes it easy. And they all say that it feels like home when they walk through the door and that we make them feel that way.
Wow.
And that's how they make us feel.
So since the 50s, there's been a Whitmire involved with the croquettes to this day.
Mom and Dad are very present in this concept, even today. Some of the values that they had are really being carried out by my brother John and I. They developed these standards that are still good today.
We appreciate the new customers that go out of their way to tell us that they're new, saying, I've been passing this place for 20 years and I never came and I came today. I says, we don't worry about the past. What matters is today and tomorrow. So I'm glad you're here today. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. You're now a member of the Snack Bar family.
In Aquabog for Newsday TV, I'm Doug Geed.
Now, for more on the stories you've seen here today, head over to Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. I'm Ken Buffa. More news coming up.